Hello and welcome to the TTU Counseling Center's Digital Student Success webinar series. If you or someone you know is having a mental health emergency, please call 911 or go to the nearest emergency department. Today we'll be discussing tobacco and e-cigarette use. This presentation is brought to you by the Tennessee Tech University Counseling Center. To begin, there are many different forms of tobacco use products. These can include cigarettes, pipes, cigars, water pipes, spit tobacco, and many others. Next, let's discuss facts about tobacco use. For one, it is harmful for your health. Tobacco is one of the main risk factors for a number of chronic disease. Tobacco is responsible for 30% of all cancer disease and deaths, 30% of all heart and stroke disease and death. It also is responsible for 90% of all lung diseases associated with death. There is strong medical evidence that smoking tobacco is related to more than 24 diseases and conditions. Another important fact about tobacco use is that it can be very expensive. On average, if you smoke one pack a day, you are spending annually $10,000 on smoking. Smoking is associated with a host of other risky behaviors. Approximately 5% of students report being a daily smoker. It is reported that 50% of those who smoke as adolescents will continue to smoke for at least 16 to 20 years after. However, on the upside, once you quit, your body will start to repair itself. Tobacco is believed by many people to be only affecting themselves. However, tobacco is a health issue affecting the lives of everyone involved. It is not just a habit, but an addiction. Do you realize what you are smoking? Nicotine is a powerful drug. Nicotine does not care if you are a social smoker, which means that you only smoke on certain occasions, or not. Research shows that nicotine reacts within the brain within 10 seconds of taking a puff, and it always is telling the brain that you want more, regardless if you do or not. This is what makes nicotine such a powerful drug. Dangers of tobacco use. There are physical and mental health factors associated with tobacco use. These can include lung cancer, heart disease, decreased healing ability, bone and tooth loss. There are also psychological dependency associated with tobacco use. Not only are there physical dangers, but also there's dangers to our appearance. No one wants to be associated with the yellowing teeth associated with smoking. Your fingers can also become stained with the tar. You can develop mouth sores, inflamed gums, and wrinkly, or also known as leathery skin. E-cigarettes. Now let's just discuss the popular e-cigarette. E-cigarettes are also known as electronic cigarettes that are battery-powered vaporizers that stimulate the feeling of smoking but without tobacco. This use is commonly called vaping. Instead of cigarette smoke, the user inhales an aerosol commonly called vapor, typically released by a heating element that atomizes a liquid solution known as an e-liquid. The user activates the e-cigarette by taking a puff or pressing a button. Some look like traditional cigarettes, but they come in many varieties. Most are reusable, but there is also a disposable version called a first-generation cigarette-like. Other forms are also known as vapes. Facts about e-cigarettes and vape use. It is falsely believed to help you quit smoking. However, there is no research to back this belief. It provides the feel of smoking a cigarette. Approximately 70% of people under the age of 18 report using e-cigarettes. Approximately 40% of people between the ages of 18 to 24 report using e-cigarette. With these statistics, it is becoming known that e-cigarette use is a common problem among youth today. Do you know what's in the vape you're vaping? A vape is composed of 4 primary ingredients. These include the flavoring, the optional nicotine, vegetable glycerin, and propylene glycerol. 50% of the ingredients within vape liquid are extremely dangerous to your health. The nicotine, as we previously discussed, is just as dangerous within this form as it is within traditional tobacco product. However, another extremely dangerous component of vaping is the propylglycol. Many people do not realize that this component is defined by Webster Dictionary as a sweet, hygroscopic viscous liquid made especially from propylene and used especially as an antifreeze and solvent. This component is also found in brake fluid as well as many other harmful food preservatives. It is important to realize what you are putting into your body at all times. This is what makes vaping one of the most dangerous behaviors of youth today. Dangers associated with e-smoking. E-smoking contains carcinogens and toxic chemicals. There is poor quality control within the market. One of the more dangerous appeals to youth that there are today. There are also no warning labels or nutrition facts that outline the components of each vape. Now that we have discussed what is in each of the products that are commonly being used today, let us take a moment to talk about 5 steps to quit. Step 1. Get ready. Prepare yourself for the challenge of breaking the habit. Step 2. Get support. Discuss this decision with those around you so that you have accountability left and right. One of the easiest things to do as part of getting support is to visit your counseling center in the Rhoden University Center, room 307. Next, learn new skills and behaviors. This can include new coping skills or new daily routines. The counselors in the counseling center would be more than happy to discuss multiple coping behaviors that can be beneficial. Next, it's important to talk to your healthcare provider. Once you have quit, there are many symptoms that you may experience. Discussing this with your primary care physician can help alleviate some of these symptoms as well as pair you with products. Discussing this with your primary care physician can give you benefits to help alleviate the symptoms as you go through the quitting process. Be prepared for relapse. Know that relapse does happen, but it does not have to define you or your recovery journey. Let's discuss the reality. The reality is that 10% of smoking is addiction to nicotine. However, the other 90% of smoking is habit and routine. Positive associations with coffee, phone breaks, lunch breaks, etc. So, to break this cycle, we need to realize where the positive associations occur. Also, many people struggle with socializing. Fun with friends gives you a break, a reward. Next, there's also coping mechanisms when you are stressed, depressed, or angry. This is actually the hard part of quitting. If you do some work on learning how to make new habits, routines, and new coping skills, then you have a better chance to stay quit. Now that we've decided that quitting is where we want to go, let's discuss symptoms associated with quitting. A few of the symptoms that many individuals experience include fear of withdrawal, strong cravings, anxiety, depression, mood swings, crankiness, and insomnia. However, symptoms typically subside within 72 hours and cease within 7 to 10 days. Now let's discuss the benefits of quitting. One of the most important benefits of quitting is that it improves your overall health. The American Cancer Society lists some of the immediate and long-term health benefits of quitting smoking. These can include after 20 minutes, your blood pressure is going to reduce back to normal limits. After 8 hours of non-smoking, the carbon monoxide level in the blood drops to normal. After 48 hours, your nerve endings start to regrow and senses of smell and taste become enhanced once more. After 5 years, the chance of dying from lung cancer decreases by almost half. And after 15 years, the risk of heart disease is equal to that of a non-smoker, and the risk of dying from lung cancer is only slightly higher than that of a non-smoker. These are some of the immediate health benefits that you will experience. You will also feel better about yourself and your overall physical appearance. Your sense of energy will increase, and you also experience financial savings. Regardless of your reasons why, the most important step in your recovery process is to simply start. This acronym can easily help you navigate through the process of quitting and gaining the benefits of living a longer and healthier life. This includes START. S, set a date. T, tell family and friends what you are planning to do. A, anticipate and plan for the challenges that you're going to face. R, remove cigarettes and tobacco from your home, car, and other habit places. T, talk to your doctor about getting help to quit. This online presentation is brought to you by the TTU Counseling Center. We hope that you have found this digital webinar beneficial. And once more, as a reminder, the TTU Counseling Center is located in the RUC, room 307, and you can always reach us by phone at 931-372-3331.